Hi, you guys. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining us. Today we're going to talk about hygiene. There's nothing worse than poor hygiene, but we're not talking about smelling physically. We're talking about poor nutrition habits. So we're going to talk about 8 simple strategies that can help you to have better nutritional hygiene. So I've got some notes here I'll refer to. First and foremost, we really want to think about how we can control our appetite and moderate that hunger. Something that we ask our clients every single week in their weekly check-in is, where is hunger at? Are you experiencing hunger every single day? Where is that happening? Is it happening before breakfast, before lunch, before dinner? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how aggressive is it? So by you, number one, first and foremost, eating smaller meals, maybe closer together, can be a good strategy for some people. For other people, eating larger, well-balanced meals, 3 to 4 hours apart, no further, can be a really good strategy as well. So we have to find the right fit for you, but ultimately, eating balanced meals at a regular interval can be super helpful. This is something that we talked about in a live video we had last week. Things can escalate really quickly when we're hungry, when we allow ourselves to get to the point where we're sort of beyond hungry. That can be dangerous territory. It's a very slippery slope. So eat regularly. Secondly, tip number 2, slow down. It can take 10 to 30 minutes for the hormone in your brain that tells us we're happy, we're satisfied, we're full, to fully be released. So by you slowing down and enjoying your food, that can be a huge key factor. Smelling your food, tasting it, not being distracted, those things really help that hormone or that sensor, that part of our brain that needs to sort of light up for us to feel satisfied, for us to feel like we enjoyed food. I don't know if you've ever experienced where maybe you've had, for me, maybe I have these little dark chocolate bars that I love. If I'm eating those while I'm working, or if I'm eating those while and I'm craving more and haven't even realized that I've eaten it. Whereas if I would have just taken 5 to 10 minutes and enjoyed my chocolate bar, I would be completely satisfied. So slow down and enjoy your food. Tip number 3, this is a big one, guys. Just by you doing this can make so many changes. Drink water, not calories. By you eliminating calories and the things that you drink, both in maybe our really high fat, high carb coffee beverages, or in our sugary sodas or sugary energy drinks, even juice, those things really do add up. The other thing where we can drink a lot of calories is our alcohol. A lot of people don't realize how many carbohydrates are in every single drink. In your average beer, you have 50 carbohydrates. They may say 2 carbs, 10 carbs, 11 carbs. That is not how your body sees it. Your body sees that beer as 50 carbohydrates. So let's say it's a weekend and you have 3 beers in a day. You just ate 150 carbohydrates. The average human being needs that or less. So that's another area where we might be drinking our calories, and it could be slowing down progress. Wine is very highly caloric as well. For every ounce of wine, it is 6 carbs. So it's our most concentrated alcohol. Again, if you have more questions about alcohol, we could do that. We could chat more about that later. Here's another tip. Tip number 4, prepare your meals with water. So basically, before you're ready to eat a meal, maybe drink a small glass of water. It's a way for us to, again, maybe just get a little bit of volume in our stomach, enjoy water as we eat our meal. A lot of times, the other thing that can happen is you might feel hungry, but you're actually thirsty. I have one client who actually says this quite often. She's like, I think I'm actually thirsty. I'm dehydrated. Making sure you're appropriately hydrated and making sure and hydrate with those meals can help you to experience that fullness or satiation in a more appropriate manner as well. Tip number 5, portion control. Most of our clients we ask that they weigh and measure their food at least for the first 90 days. It is so key for you to understand what a portion is. Until people start actually putting things in MyFitnessPal and realizing, oh, a serving of nuts is not 3 handfuls, it's actually 15 almonds, and that's, what I can fit in a closed fist, and that's a lot of fat. Wow, I didn't realize what I was actually eating. I was actually eating 8 servings of almond butter when, I was thinking I was eating maybe 1 or 2. You being in control of your portion sizes is absolutely huge, especially when we look at things that are highly caloric. Carb heavy, again, our drinks, our sauces can be either really carb heavy or really fat heavy, things like mayonnaise, and our oils. If you're not tracking the oil that you use in your cooking or in things that you add in on the side, that can really be a deal breaker. So focus on those things. The other thing that can be super helpful is focus on your nutrients. Where are we at? I think we're at tip number 7. Curb your cravings by eating more nutrient-dense foods. So many times people say, I'm a sugar monster. I crave carbs. I crave sugar. As soon as we get them eating enough protein in their diet every single day and eating some vegetables every single day, you would be so surprised how quickly those cravings all but disappear. Eating nutrient-dense food is what your body needs. And by you giving your body what it needs from a vitamin and a mineral perspective, our body doesn't actually crave those things. So it's very, very interesting. We were just chatting with a friend who completely, 180 changed his diet in the last year. He said the same. He was eating McDonald's, Quick Trip, drinking soda pop. He completely changed his diet. And he just said, you would not believe how I don't crave those things because I'm feeding myself nutrient-dense food. Trust me, it works. All right, let's look at tip number 7. Fiber and protein are our friends. I know you guys hear this from me all the time, and sometimes I feel like a broken record, but I know I need to hear it, so I know you need to hear it. Eat plenty of fiber. Yes, you can get additional fiber in things like fiber-forward tortillas or bread or the different grains and cereals. That's fantastic. But basically, eat lots of veggies. Eat lots of whole foods. Steel-cut oats, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, brown rice, white rice. I already mentioned our oats are great sources. Beans. And all of our veggies are typically really high in fiber. Avocado. So really go hard on that fiber. Secondly, protein. Number 1 most important macronutrient for you guys to track. If you do nothing besides just track your protein and hit an appropriate amount for you, it will be life-changing. Trust me on that. So fiber and protein are our friends. Last but not least, tip number 8. Focus on your habits, not on diets. Main thing that you need to do is make sustainable changes. One of the very first things that Chad and I made a change with is we stopped drinking our calories. Chad was drinking Mountain Dew. I would have some here and there. I would drink more Sprite and ginger ale, thinking that that was a better option when it's really not. Yes, less caffeine, but just as much sugar. And so we eliminated that. We stopped drinking pop. The second thing we did is for us, the right choice for us was to stop eating fast food. We don't eat fast food. So that was an easy change that we knew we could stick with. I'm not saying fast food is the devil. No, it's not. If you want to enjoy those things in balance and proportion, go for it. For us, we knew that was a sustainable habit, and we've been able to stick with that going on 12 years now. So find things that you know you can switch permanently, whether it's eggs for breakfast instead of cereal. It's 8 ounces of protein for lunch instead of 4. Whatever it is, create the habit, stick with it, and you will see long-term changes. I hope those 8 habits really help. There's nothing, again, that we hate more than poor hygiene, but what's worse is poor nutritional hygiene. So you guys take these tips, take these strategies, implement them, and do what you can to help your friends, your family, your neighbors, your coworkers implement them, and it will help you all in the end. I hope you have an awesome Sunday.